what's up? My name's Jackie, and today I have a cold, so that sucks. Okay, I'm not feeling my best, but I just wanted to film anyway. This might be a little funky, but just hang out. I just want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite TV shows. So I know I could have done like, these are my favorite TV shows ever, 1 to 5, but I hate making decisions like that, and I feel like it could change, and it like depends on my mood. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that just me? No, that's not just me. Other people think that too. Like, it depends on your mood sometimes. And like some of my favorite shows ever, I like couldn't watch unless I'm giving them my full attention. So I just want to tell you some of my favorites. Like, these are some shows that I think are amazing and that you should check out. I could just keep talking about it, or we could start the actual video. All right, let's just start. Also, I'll let you know, to the best of my knowledge, what you can watch everything on so you can check them out. All right, so the first show I want to talk about is The Office. It's a fictional documentary about a paper company, and it's really good. The first season I know isn't great, like check it out. It's so good. I love The Office. This is one of my favorite shows where it's like, I honestly could pick up at any episode, like at any time, and totally understand it and go with it, and it's fine because I've seen it like 8 times, so that's just me. But I recommend watching it through. I recommend watching any show through like the way it airs. Otherwise, you don't get the full story. But like, we've all done that. Like, I remember when I was little and I would just watch George Lopez, like completely out of order at night. You can find The Office on Netflix and iTunes as far as I know. You can use it as like a background show, which I don't know if I've told you guys like what that means to me before, but a background show in my head is one that you can watch and fully just be watching it and be invested, and that's awesome, and it's like super fun and great and whatever. But it's also a show you can put this on because you can like pay attention, but you can also not pay attention, and like it's okay, especially if you've seen it before. But that goes for every show. It'll also get me really invested. The second show I want to talk about is one of my favorites like of all time, which obviously this is a video of my favorites, so that's a dumb thing to say, but it really is like a favorite. I love this show. I was hesitant to start it, and now it's like one of my favorites of all time. You have to watch it in order or you won't get the same effect, and that show is How I Met Your Mother, and it is amazing. Like I said, you have to watch it in order for it to really have the effect. I think it's still funny. You can like pick up an episode and it's funny, but there is a clear storyline. A lot of people relate it to Friends, but I think they're pretty different in terms of like how it's executed, but it's similar in that it's a group of friends who live in New York and they live their lives. But I love the show. I think it's so good. You should definitely check it out and talk to me about it. If I were to make the list of like my favorites to my least favorites and like be brave and actually commit, it would be a contender. And I've seen that one. How many times have I seen How I Met Your Mother? At least 3, maybe 4 times. And oh, that reminds me of another show. Okay, I'll talk about that one too. How I Met Your Mother is amazing. Definitely check it out. According to what I could find, you can watch How I Met Your Mother on iTunes, on Hulu, and there's a thing called Fox Now, and then there's FX Now, which is like where I used to watch American Horror Story, but that's gone now. That's a good show too, American Horror Story. I have to think on it if I want to put it in one of my favorites because it also is extremely, extremely disturbing. Some of that like messes with my mind and like makes me upset. Like, I don't want to think about that. Ew, oh, I'm thinking about it now, gross. The next show I want to talk about, I won't spend a lot of time on it. It's Friends. It's amazing. I think it's a great show. There's some seriously funny moments. A lot of people don't watch this in order, I feel. I think if you're gonna watch it for the first time, watch it in order because then you can like really experience the show. That one, like I wouldn't feel too crazy about watching in order. It's a great show. I love the style too. Like it's got like the 90s style, especially in the beginning. There's some bad style times and you all know what I'm talking about. Like Monica has some rough hair times. That's on Netflix, iTunes, and TBS. I'm assuming that's like an app or something. I recommend Netflix. And it's a great background show. It's not one that you have to zero in at all. But it'll get you. There's times where it'll get you. Same with The Office and How I Met Your Mother. I mean, these have all been like more comedies, but like they'll like make me feel things too. So the next show I want to talk about is one that's kind of my favorite because of like nostalgia. I still think it's a great show. I haven't watched it since my freshman year of college, so it's been a little while, but I think it's amazing. I think it's so funny and cool. And it is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the people version. So not the cartoons, although I think I watched the cartoons when I was little. Like I kind of remember it. So Sabrina, they're rebooting it too. If you're a fan of the show, get excited for that new reboot and hopefully we like it. Watch it again so then you can be excited, I guess, like for the new one. Like I don't know, I always like to watch like the old versions before new versions of things come out, depending. But for this one I would rewatch the show. I love that show. I quote it constantly, annoying my sister. But she likes it too. I annoy her. Sabrina is on Hulu, CBS, and Prime Video, so you have a few options to watch that on. I've watched it on Hulu. I haven't watched too much on Prime Video except for SpongeBob. Yeah, but you should do that if you're not. Sabrina can be a background show too, but I like to like watch every episode. The next show I want to talk about is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I won't talk about this too long either because I've mentioned this in previous videos. If you've watched, if you haven't, you should check those out, by the way. Anyway, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. If you haven't heard of it, listen to the theme song. That's the setup for the show. But I just think it's a great show. It makes me laugh. It makes me upset. And I love Will Smith. I think he's so funny and awesome, and his outfits are amazing. Like, he's just so cool. I love him. So definitely check that out. And I believe that is only on iTunes, so I'm sorry about that. You don't have to buy it, but I did that because it's worth it to me. Getting towards the end, the next show I want to talk about is Unreal. It is basically like a spoof, like making fun of The Bachelor, but in a dramatic way. And they really dig at Chris Harrison, which I find funny. But it's like an actual show, and it really makes you, like, if you watch The Bachelor, which I do, it really makes you think about the show and like what you're seeing and like how it all happens. It'll really open your eyes if you watch reality TV, but also just the show itself, like the other stories going on, like, is extremely entertaining and really cool and fun. Two like really badass women as like the main characters, and it honestly makes me very sassy. Like, I was watching it the other day on the phone with one of my friends. He's like, "Are you being sassy because of the show?" And I was like, "No." But like, I was. This one is definitely mature. It's a mature show. So, if you're little, you'll just watch it in a few years, it's fine. If you're not little, check it out now. I think it's great. I would say I really love season 1. I really love season 2. Season 3, I didn't like as much. I'm so excited for season 4. So, you can watch Unreal on Hulu, Lifetime, and iTunes. I watched it all on Hulu, and it was a great time. Especially, like I said, those first 2 seasons. I watched them, I swear, in like 2 days. And there's like at least 8 episodes that are like an hour. Definitely recommend checking that out. So, the second to last show that I want to talk about is Grey's Anatomy, which if you haven't heard of it, that's crazy. It's a show about doctors. It's really good. It is funny. It is very serious. It'll make you cry. It is just a great show, and you'll get so sucked in. So make sure you have the time. Do not watch it around finals. Like, don't start it, because once you're in, I think you can control yourself. It's got a lot of seasons. We gotta be at least on season 13 or something. So you can catch Grey's Anatomy, I think, on like everything. So I think Hulu, but that might be only the more recent episodes. Hulu, Netflix, iTunes, and ABC. The last show, this is one that I thought of earlier, and I think it's one of my favorites. That show is Westworld, which is the HBO show. Oh, I also like Game of Thrones a lot. If you haven't heard of it, I honestly don't really want to tell you too much because I think it's better to go into a lot of shows blind, but especially maybe this one. But I'll tell you a little bit. Westworld is the name of like an adult amusement park with like super high tech, which sounds bad. It doesn't sound that great of a show, but when you watch it, it's really cool. It's like an experience. Like, you go into a world, and West means like the Wild West, which took me a lot longer than I would like to admit to understand. Watch the first season, especially till the end, because wow. The second season just started, and I'm almost done with episode 2. Oh, and obviously you can watch that through like an HBO subscription on, I think it's HBO Go. No, it's HBO Now. One of them. It's just so cool and interesting and funky and intense. This is obviously a mature show. Anything HBO is like, it's intense in a lot of ways. This was kind of a crazy video. I'm sorry, I'm tired and I don't feel the best, but those are some of my favorite shows. Let me know some of your favorite shows that I should definitely check out because I'm always looking for new stuff. These are some of my favorites, not all of them. I'm sure I'm forgetting some that's gonna drive me crazy right when I stop recording. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you know whenever I post new videos. But also, if you follow me on Instagram at Jackie_Crystal, there's a link down below too, and my Goodreads. If you're a reader like me, you can follow each other's reviews. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!